Hello BookTube. For Tag Thursday, I'm going to be doing Around the World in 8 T prompts. This tag was created by Mark at Book Time with Elvis, and I'm just decided I wanted to do this tag. The tag is 8 prompts, each one starting with a T. So prompt number 1, theater. Do you read plays? If so, tell us about one of your favorites. So, I have read plays in the past. It's been quite a number of years since I've read any drama. Although I did read Titus Andronicus by Shakespeare last year for Shakespeare September. I think it was in September. But I mean, it has been a number of years since I've read any drama. And I really don't have any drama left in my collection except for the complete works of Shakespeare and Forbidden Acts, which is an anthology of gay and lesbian drama edited by Ben Hodges, which I've never actually read. I've had this since 2006, and I've never actually gotten around to reading it. Which I was planning on doing last June, but it kind of fell through, so I probably should correct that this coming June. But when I did read plays more regularly, my favorites were like Thornton Wilder's Our Town, Tennessee Williams. I love quite a lot of his work. Lorraine Hansberry's Raisin in the Sun. Also, The Sunshine Boys by Neil Simon. And actually, there's this one anthology series that collected popular plays or critically well-received plays or something from different decades. That there's probably several series that I've been looking for, because there's this one anthology that included the Sunshine Boys that I can't recall what it's called, and I'm pretty sure the library doesn't have it anymore. So I can't, because there are quite a few plays in that anthology I want to read, and of course there's a few from like 30s. I want to get one that has Women by Clara Booth Luce in it, because I read it ages ago and quite enjoyed it. But the play I want to talk about today for this prompt is, I guess I could go with Our Town. So it's a play that takes place, I think, at the turn of the century, from the 19th century to the 20th century, maybe a little bit further into the 20th century, and it's about how the families of two neighbors sort of grow over the years. And I've read it a number of times and I love it, and as is a common refrain when I talk about the books I've had in the past, I wish I still had it. I don't know what happened to it. I think I might have donated it back to the Friends of the Library book sale, or I might have traded it into Golden's. But I would like to have that Thornton Wilder collection back, as well as a lot of Tennessee Williams. Number 2, or prompt number 2, travel. Sadly, we can't travel these days, but do you have a favorite travel writer or travel book to take you away on armchair adventures? Not really. Travel writing is a genre of writing that I am sadly deficient on. And it is one that I really would like to make some headway in, and just not entirely sure how. Might be my next question to Steve, if I can remember it. Prompt number 3, time. What book took you the longest time to read? Why was that? I would say probably, in all honesty, it would be, and technically it's still unfinished, but it would probably be the Critical Tradition by David H. Richter. This is an anthology of literary criticism and theory that I read for a literary theory class in my senior year of undergrad. And pretty much that was the only textbook we had that semester for that class. And so it took pretty much the entirety of the semester to read how much we were reading from it. And while I've dipped in and out of the anthology ever since, I've never actually read the entire thing, and I probably will never do so, because a lot of those selections in that anthology are drier than dust. I mean, some of them are really good, but yeah, it's pretty hard reading and incomprehensible reading at times. Jacques Derrida comes to mind, most of all. Prompt number 4, traditional. Fairy tales or nursery rhymes, what are some of your favorites, and what are some you would not think suitable for kids today? So, fairy tales. I don't know if I really have any favorite fairy tales. I've never really been that big of a fairy tale reader. I mean, I've read some fairy tales before. I do have a collection of Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales on the headboard bookcase, but that was actually intended for Pestilence. But I never got around to actually giving it to her, and yeah. So it's hung out with me ever since. Probably maybe I ought to read that at some point. But I would say probably my favorite, I think maybe, because I think I've read like The Snow Queen before. So I quite like that one. But I can't think of any others. So I'm no help on this prompt. Prompt number 5. Tasty. Food, glorious food. What are some of your favorite books about food? Those are cookbooks. I mean, glorious draws to mind The Glorious Foods of Greece by Diane Kokkilas. It's a cookbook I had years ago and really enjoyed it, and I've recently reacquired it, and I'm quite happy. Also, the 2 big gourmet cookbooks edited by Ruth Reichel, love them. Martha Stewart, she's got quite a few cookbooks I quite enjoy. So yeah, mostly this would be cookbooks. Number 6, terrible. Or number 6, terrible. Who is a truly terrible, nasty, but memorable character that stands out for you? For this, I'm going to go with probably Tywin Lannister from A Song of Ice and Fire. He's just like a piece of work of a character. Another option would be Baron Vladimir Harkonnen from Dune, who is the main antagonist of the book. I think, yeah, Tywin and Harkonnen. Prompt number 7, truth. The truth is often stranger than fiction, they say. Give us some examples of this from your extensive reading. See, do I have any good examples? Because this prompt really probably required quite a bit of forethought, particularly this one. I guess maybe one thing for my reading would be I am drawing a complete blank, which is leading to an awkward silence. So I want to say let me take a real quick look at my history. Okay. Nope, under there. No. Okay, nothing's coming to mind, so I'm going to have to punt on this question 2. Sorry. And prompt number 8, tag. Make up an 8th prompt directed to those you wish to tag. Please stick to the theme of tea. So what can I think of? The tea prompt. Well, did you ever? So I guess I'll go with tag. Did you ever play tag in school, or a variation of tag? I think I did. Like tag and the Duck Duck Goose and a few other games. So anyway, BookTube, that was the Around the World in 8 T prompts. Sorry, some of these I didn't answer. Some of these I had a bit of a brain fog, or like just I'm not entirely sure about prompt number 7. But anyway, if you would like to do this tag, consider yourself tagged, and I will see you in my next video, which should be up in a few minutes, or following this one. Anyway, so until then, BookTube, thank you, have a great afternoon, and stay safe.